Hey, this one I wanna share with the officials as well, and trying to get it to the right people. Give me an answer. I hope someone on YouTube. Probably not many people gonna see this. I've been I've been in America now for half a year, and worked in a lot of different places, all day labor. Uh, Same company, different branches. Uh, I don't know much about the paperwork here, how that exactly works. It is about, this video is about my marriage. Mm, I married an American Canadian woman who who knew family of mine in the States. I'm American German citizen, and she had problems with the law, and I believe that she would be better. Her character would be better than it actually was. That the stuff she told me, that it was like it was. I'm having very many doubts because the way the story has been concerning the relationship we had. Uh, there's a lot of let's say like this. There's much misunderstandings, and then we had arguments even more. And her psychological condition was withheld from her to me. It was just PTSD, which was sad. She was, in my opinion, brave enough to fly to Europe, which she accused me now of sex trafficking. I didn't want to see her go to jail in Nevada, where she wants me now in Florida. Um, there were fights in Germany. The first one I can recall was that she was absent for, I think it was 2 days, or 2 or 1. It happened more than once, without a phone and all that. But she claims it's my fault too. When she came back, she came with a helmet, a vest, bulletproof vest, which I sold when she was back in America. Knives and police stick for punching. And when she came that night, back to my house in East Germany, I was upset, and I told her, where you've been, like, where the hell have you been? But there was no contact with hands or whatsoever till the moment that she hit me with that stick in the ribs. I did hit her back on her legs with it. She says her legs are fractured. Well, that's not true. I call it the self-defense. By German law, that is self-defense. That ain't American law. She didn't bother to call the authorities there this time. I could go now all in this, but I think that's another video. I'm still dealing with it. There's a couple of things which are not right. Nonetheless, there were a lot of, I got it on files. There was a lot of, we married in Denmark, where it's under international law, that's a marriage, and there were a lot of fights. She pulled off after she once told me that she is borderline. A couple of months later, you can read it all over the internet. The first months are great, really, really, really good, and usually by then, after that comes the what they call PPT splitting, and that is like making someone out to be real bad. That was either me, my mother, my father. This is long, but especially first off me. And she rented cars and bought cars, which didn't work. The car she bought, I got the money back for it. There's no talk about that whatsoever. There's a video out there where the transaction is redone. Her mother sent her a whole bunch of things, belongings. I can't afford to send back. I sent my own butt over here eventually, because there were a lot of things which I came in financial contact before she left. She even called the German police on my birthday for so-called abuse, where she was gone for a couple of days again, and told them that she would suck their cock, her words. They didn't like it. They kind of acted like they couldn't talk English, because it is just too severe to say that on someone's birthday. Shameless, ruthless, doesn't matter. This is not an emotional video. It is fictional, and so eventually I couldn't clean up the mess. I came to America when she said she lives on the street, and came here for protective reasons, and because I didn't think we are over this. From there, there was more and more on the social media, to an extent that she sent out false texts and manipulated stories, backing up with the same pictures over and over again. She didn't get the credit on her own side that she wanted, and so she tried it with insults on family members of mine, which led to that I lost contact to my father and my uncle over here. Partially contact to my uncle because of my own decisions to stick up for our marriage. Definitely when she started insulting my father's wife on her psychological condition, that's when it got too much for him, and he couldn't keep that up no more. We had a car accident. Her family knows what's up with her. Somehow all the relationships she had to end up with police and threats of jail and whatsoever. I'm not that sure why the judge, when she saw him, didn't take that in consideration, especially all the times she got locked up in jail, which I never was. Not over there and not here till today, not. I'm very doubtful that I have enough papers and evidence to support my claims, because she withholds, and that is how I mean it, she withholds my marriage paper. She flew to America and took my American Social Security card with her. My marriage papers and German documents, which are very important for me, they are either in her position or still at her family's, which I highly doubt. So they are in her position if she didn't throw them away, and they gotta be in either with her, wherever that is, probably Hollywood, Florida, or in a storage unit. Um, she sent out a restraining order, even though I'm working homeless and had no place to really receive it, and she knew that, so I couldn't show up at the court date, even though if I wanted to, I couldn't have done, because I had to support my living with work and day labor, and I couldn't afford anything else. A couple of weeks ago, while I slept outside to go to a new job location, while I slept outside, my belongings got stolen, including a social security card, German passport, all of that. And the rest of my belongings are in a shelter in Safety Harbor. I have only time to pick it up at 8 or 4:30. Now my job changes. I need every day I can, and I'm not really able to pick up my backpack with a couple of clothes inside, except that there is also the restraining order in there. While she filed the restraining order, she wants to back up with some videos she had, and they are not long enough to show really what's up. Plus, they were set up to get something with it. We had a car accident. She went to a hospital checkup in Arcadia, and because of that, it took longer to get her payout. I gave her around $1,000, a little bit more than, yeah, 1,500 to her mother, where we stayed at for a while. Well, there was a lot of trouble. She got Baker acted there. I wanted to show that we can work things out through counseling. Well, this counseling was just about her and her mother, which eventually both got thrown out. So she said, because I have a history of domestic violence, which is never recorded in any way in Germany, that nobody would counsel me and her. When in America, since I'm here for half a year, I didn't lay hands on her. I didn't bruise her or hit her. She did hit me 3 times though, in her family house. And as soon as she got the money from the car accident, that's $2,000, I gave her up front. I received around 5,000. Like I said, 1.5 went to her mother, 2,000 to her, and I lived on the rest in a hotel while she flew to Greece to get released from her demons, like her mother claimed, and I worked at a farm. Till the last day of that, she said she wouldn't fly, but she flew. So she withholds my German documents, the ones I have left, which are not many. She withholds my marriage certificate. She files a restraining order in America, even though I didn't lay hands on her. Like, there was no beating, there was no rape, like she claims. It wasn't there. She sets up a restraining order, which I couldn't react on time for, and this one is for the next 10 years. She spins a story on social media on a female group against domestic violence claims I'm a narcissist, and because of that, I cannot go against it. In my opinion, the detective who talked to me said if I have enough files, I can work legally against her, and this is the next step I'm gonna do. I have a whole folder of screenshots I will print out of the wrong claims she does about me and family of mine, and I will print it out and put them in a map. And I wanna set it up so that she can file divorce. I'm not willing to pay for the divorce because I have no financial backup for that, and I paid for the marriage, including a flight to Germany. Oh, yeah, this is a moral thing. She said that I owe her $10,000. Well, that's totally not the case because she came to Germany and didn't tell me one time how much money she had. If she would have done that, I would have made sure she gets a other setup than only an apartment and only free insurance. But withholding me from a divorce is wrong. And it is at that point getting dangerous because I don't want to do a mistake on my restraining order. And I don't want to be shamed online with false things. That's why I uploaded videos to put a couple of things right about me. There are no names given. So this is just about my case and my own dignity, because I don't want to be married with someone who sets a restraining order but uploads pictures from me with wrong stories, sends half-naked pictures to my uncle and his wife, insults my family, and withholds the possibility for me to live a normal life or to meet anyone else who deserves to go to Europe or deserves me as a husband, whenever that will be. I need information how to do these files because it doesn't look like she is in any case willing to divorce. She just does this to hurt me, and she gets off by that. It seems to be that her only will and all that is that she wants to gain fame and trust, give her life some kind of sense, because I think that she had way worse relationships than mine, and I just happened to be the last one in line and be used as a scapegoat for all that. Did I do mistakes? Yeah, definitely. Am I willing to talk about that? Yes, I am. I would. I told her all the time I would, if it is under the surveillance of a therapeutic matter, I would do so. I was willing to change for the better a while ago. Now I don't see that I'm willing to change for the better. And concerning her, I just want out of this marriage, and I need help for that. So whoever sees that and has good advice and help for me, that would be very much wanted, and I could use that. This video is also my legal backup for my claims. I give answers to every question there is. If it's private or if it's under the law, I'll give my honest answer on that. And this is all I can say for now.